All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Riley Tritz, and I am from PlanckX, an open blockchain game and NFT market platform. And today, I'll be talking about the 4 different ways you can connect your games to the metaverse. The exciting part about this topic is the fact that this is just the beginning. We are just on the precipice of a new and emerging industry, and there is a lot of room for improvement and creativity in the realm of connecting your game to the metaverse. So today we'll break up this talk into 3 sections. Firstly, talking about the market size as a whole and the potential for growth. Secondly, discussing the 4 different ways people have connected their games to the metaverse. And lastly, what we are here doing at PlanckX to help move the industry forward. All right, so let's dig in. So looking at the market size, we can see last year, only 400 active blockchain games with 1.4 million blockchain gamers. That number has increased since this data was taken. This shows us that the industry is at the very beginning, but there is a definite interest. You can see that by the 92% increase from the previous year. Alongside that, over 500 apps have added the term metaverse or blockchain to their games, showing that the buzz and hype will only continue. When it comes to the game asset trading volume, it's $38.8 million, and in-game NFT transaction volume being $4.5 billion. The market is there, and folks are racing to try and get money in this industry. So we can see the market is emerging. And with any emerging market, there's a lot of new opportunities and development to be had. The gaming industry has huge revenue and takes off very fast. As you can see, there are 2.96 billion gamers worldwide. 400 million participate in in-game transactions, and there's 175 billion estimated game market revenue. So, saying that, if this new trend of blockchain gaming really does take off the way we think it will, the whole gaming industry has a lot of room to adapt this model. All right, so this is a brief example of the massive gap between the current blockchain industry and the potential of it in regards to the gaming industry as a whole. Not to mention the other areas outside of gaming that crypto and NFTs can develop in. For example, architecture, tourism, commerce, etc. The industry is not limited by the extent of gaming, but can move far past it. With this, you can see huge players in the gaming space investing a lot of money in blockchain gaming. For example, hyper-casual publisher Voodoo just invested $200 million in setting up a blockchain game side of their company. And that's just one of the hundreds of massive players dumping money into blockchain gaming. If you're attending this conference, you're probably already sold on the value of blockchain gaming and do believe it is the future, like the rest of us. The first way would be simply taking an existing game, turning the game IP into digital assets. This does not require any extra game development and can use it to earn extra revenue for the game. The asset is only for collection though, and cannot be used in gameplay. Technically speaking, these would just need to be minted on a chosen chain, which is a pretty easy process with the help of a third party. This is the simplest method as it doesn't require heavy lifting in the realm of uploading to a blockchain the entire game system, and just requires minting digital asset IPs from the gameplay. It can promote the game further and add extra revenue. Any game can technically implement this method with reasonable ease, and I do believe we'll see a lot more studios doing this in the near future. Cyberpunk 2077 did this. They created an NFT based on the watch, which was a way for them to sell fans a digital asset, earn extra revenue, and not do any in-game heavy lifting in regards to changing the game too much. All right, the second way we can integrate your game to the metaverse is just a little upgrade that requires a bigger technical feat to overcome. This would be initial integration of digital assets into gameplay. The gameplay then needs to reflect asset ownership. The advantage would be the asset value is supported by the gameplay. The disadvantage is the requirement for SDK integration and functionality of in-game NFT transactions. Smart contracts need to be implemented. A given blockchain needs to be chosen for implementation, as well as a trading market and timely implementation of asset ownership by developers. Overall, this is a good way to dip your game's toes into the metaverse and potentially earn more revenue in doing so. But if you want to keep going deeper and look for ways to adapt the game further, let's dig into the next section. The third way to connect your game to the metaverse would be to actually shift the game economics and put the game logic onto the blockchain. This takes a lot more intentionality and requires the developer to adjust the entire nature of the game to fit blockchain mechanics and monetization. The actual in-game assets need to be designed by the studio. Value of tokens and assets need to be determined, and blockchain needs to be decided. Advantages would be high decentralization and massive opportunity to earn money. And the disadvantage would be it's highly complex to design the game and potentially high cost with a low speed when running the game on a chain. For example, the value of NFTs rarity needs to be decided, tokens to issue, and the overall balance of the game, alongside making the game simply fun and ideally having decent graphics that entice users to play. This method needs a strong plan, which is why developers spend so long working on it. All right, now to the last and final fourth way to adapt your game to the metaverse. This would be to solve the issues in the third method, which would entail integrating the gameplay logic onto a level 2 blockchain. This allows users higher efficiency, lower costs, and can run the game with more speed. Doing this will allow the game to properly run with the speed needed for maximum userability. The game Axie Infinity is the perfect example of this. Fully adapted blockchain economics, runs with speed, available to many users, and is quite a success. We know most blockchain developers want to have the success like Axie, and who wouldn't? They are highly successful. Although, because of the newness of the industry, there are so many different areas blockchain gaming can go. I like to look at other areas of the gaming industry. You can see with mobile how creative developers got with monetization and game design. And I hope the blockchain gaming world adapts games from AAA games to hyper-casual games. And we can see P2E adapted by the gaming world as a whole. Due to the nature of most of these games and the separation and fragmentation it leads to, even in the era of Metaverse and Web3, different tokens, different blockchains, causes these games to create their own internal system and makes it hard to incorporate all games into one system. Especially games across different blockchains, trading NFTs and cryptos across multiple blockchains becomes even more difficult. So therefore, here at PlanckX, we developed a completely open blockchain gaming platform and NFT marketplace, where we are working to implement access to as many chains as possible, to allow as many different games as possible to be in one place. Not only will this help developers, but give gamers easy access as well. We are not only a GameFi platform where studios can promote and use our resources to attract more users, but we also support GameFi adaptation. If a game wants to adopt a GameFi model, we can support said game to do so, fully adopting the P2E design. We also have an open NFT market where the NFTs on the market can be connected and incorporated into the game seamlessly. We work also with many influencers and can help promote and push your game through marketing strategies and take it to the next level. As for NFT solutions, they connect directly to GameFi games and can be easily bought and traded. We can also help mint the NFTs. Players can seamlessly clarify all in-game asset ownership on the platform. Also, our SDK is compatible across most platforms, soon to be all, with a super painless 3-step SDK integration process. We also can mint NFTs without deploying smart contracts. Cross-chain solutions are implemented, where we can support games across multiple blockchains and the platform handles conversion of assets across multiple blockchains in order to avoid user confusion. Currently, we support ETH, BSC, and Polygon, although we do plan to add more very soon. All right, in summary, we just want to be open and decentralized, welcoming to as many new games across multiple blockchains as possible, and give users a much easier time of finding and playing blockchain games while trading NFTs. Below, you can see a list of some of the games we're currently cooperating with. We are very excited for their projects and are working hard to see them get the promotion they need to take their games to the next level. Thank you, everyone. You can find me on LinkedIn, and if you have any further questions, don't hesitate to ask. Have a good day. Goodbye.